So how do I generate leads out of LinkedIn as a B2B business? If you find yourself asking this question a lot, this is going to be the video for you. I'm going to break down my top 5, and there they are, LinkedIn hacks. If you've never been to this channel before, we cover all the aspects of digital marketing for growing businesses, ambitious businesses, businesses that really want to take digital by storm, and they want something really, really practical. So all of our videos are, either how-tos or direct hacks that you can go and implement the next day. So that's the aim of the channel. If that's interesting, consider subscribing and you'll never miss a beat. Right, so let's get into it. The first hack that I have is called a LinkedIn bot. Effectively, a LinkedIn bot automates your activity on LinkedIn. So the analog way of using LinkedIn to reach out to people is to search for your ideal clients. So you might put in their location, you might put in their job title, all of that good stuff, and you get the list of people who are your ideal clients. Now, if you go and connect with each of them and then message them manually, that's going to take you an awful long time. And a lot of people start out thinking that's a good idea. It really, really, really takes a long time. So a LinkedIn bot effectively automates all that for you. So even while you sleep, you can leave your computer alone and a LinkedIn bot will absolutely blitz LinkedIn, messaging your ideal prospects and targets about your services and schedule you a time to speak to them. So how amazing would that? How many leads could you generate if you're sending thousands of messages out to your perfect potential clients on LinkedIn? Check out LinkedIn bots, check out my LinkedIn bot masterclass, and that will give you a full rundown of what they are, how to use them properly so you do not fall foul of LinkedIn. Number 2 is LinkedIn group targeting. So if you've never heard of LinkedIn groups or you've never joined a LinkedIn group, they exist. You can go onto LinkedIn and join groups for all sorts of things. Everything from refrigeration to opticians group to tabletop makers group to the camera professional group. There's a group for literally everything on LinkedIn, and I mean everything. Whether you're running ads using LinkedIn's ad manager or you're running a LinkedIn bot for a messaging campaign, you can target based on groups. So of course you want to target on job title, on location, on seniority, on the function in the business that you're going after, that you want to talk to, but you can layer groups on top of that to get a really, really refined segment. So that could have really, really big groups. You'll see your advertising become a lot more effective. And in fact, most of my successful advertising campaigns have indeed been group targeting. That's for my business, that's for all of my clients. Highly recommend it. Number 3 is lead form advertisements. So what is a lead form ad? This is going to blow your mind a little bit because LinkedIn ads don't necessarily need to take you to a landing page. You can create something called a lead form ad. These exist on Facebook as well, incidentally. But lead form ads on LinkedIn is like, imagine an ad on your feed coming up for, let's say, an ebook. So as an agency, my agency called The Brains has ebooks that we send out on LinkedIn to thousands of people, okay, that we think would make good clients for us. When they click on that ebook, if they want to download it, they need to give us their phone number and their email address and their name and their company name. Now, we could either send them to our website and have a nice page with the ebook there and a form for them to fill out, which is called a lead magnet, which a lot of companies do, or you can just use a lead form. So this is just a form that appears on LinkedIn. When they click on download ebook, imagine the ad just flipped over and there was a form directly there in LinkedIn. They don't have to go to another website, they don't have to leave that page at all. And best of all, LinkedIn takes all of their data, their phone number, all of these fields, and pre-populates it. So literally all they have to do is just okay it, and they will then get emailed the ebook. Right? So if you have a bit of a poor website or you're not confident about it, you don't need to get fancy with these LinkedIn funnels. Just a simple 2-step funnel like that can get you tons of leads. And you might think that someone who downloads an ebook is not a good lead. I guarantee you, if you phone call someone who's downloaded one of your ebooks, they did that because they have a problem that they're trying to solve. So you can ask them under the pretenses, how did it go with that ebook? What were you looking to get out of it? Did it help you achieve what you were looking for? And then that opens up the conversation. And probably we estimate 1 in 2 of the leads we get from that actually lead to a very, very good conversation, which is not bad for a lot of leads. Of course, you can make things more sophisticated. Of course, you can have retargeting ads that get progressively more and more towards a stronger lead. But I would say for most businesses, just get started with a 2-step lead form ad, and that will cover 90% of your advertising needs on LinkedIn. Number 4, this is a little hack I like to call the CRM LinkedIn share hack. So whenever you post stuff on your LinkedIn page, you'll notice that not very many people see it. And that's not because people hate you, that's because nobody saw it, okay? So people, when you arrive on your LinkedIn feed, the stuff you see, it has been chosen by LinkedIn based on how relevant or how popular it is. The real estate of your feed, all of your connections are competing for a space on your LinkedIn feed. There's no way that somebody with a small amount of followers and no engagement on their post is going to get onto your LinkedIn feed. So the way that LinkedIn's algorithm works is as soon as somebody posts something, if it gets a lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot of shares, that signals to LinkedIn, hey, this is popular, this is good content, this is keeping people on the platform to read. Let's promote this to the audience. This is useful, this is good. So the way you can hack this internally is if you have a company with like a few employees and you have a CRM, you can ask each of your employees to share that post, and it will magnify and trick the algorithm into thinking that this is very, very popular. Obviously, it has to be good content. Nobody wants to read nonsense, and you won't get anything from that. It has to be great content that you're sharing, but you can have your CRM integrate with LinkedIn and create an email reminder or notification to everyone in your team. Hey, look, we've just put this new LinkedIn post up. Can you please go and share it and comment on it? Okay. The way to incentivize them to do that is to set up a competition in your company where somebody gets a free bottle of wine or a free dinner for two, something you can think of that's really nice. And the person at the end of the month who has done the most shares and comments will get that free prize. Okay, so you're notifying everyone in your company as soon as a post goes out automatically. You don't have to think about it. They all just get notified, and then they all come and share and comment, trying to get this prize at the end of the month. And it takes them literally 1 minute to do, but you'd be surprised how hard it is to manually ask of your employees to just share stuff. Nobody has the time for that kind of thing. Ain't nobody got the time for that. So this is a way that you can hack around this. And if you do it, you will get tens of thousands more views than you're currently getting because you will game the algorithm effectively. My fifth and final point, and this is the dodgiest point, okay, so I'm not even going to show you a link to how to do this, but you can investigate it at your own peril. It is something called an engagement pod, and it has worked for me very, very well within certain contexts. An engagement pod is another way you can trick or game the algorithm. Like I mentioned, the LinkedIn algorithm requires boosts certain content if it gets a lot of interactions early on. So you can join a group of people. Imagine a WhatsApp group of people in your niche. So let's say you're in the marketing industry. You could get everyone who's interested in SEO or something, who's trying to build a name in SEO. They all join a WhatsApp group. Every time one of them posts something, everyone else is notified, hey, I just posted something, can you go and comment and like? That can really, really, really trick it. And did you know that most of the people that are in your LinkedIn feeds, if you've ever scratched your head and said, why is this post trending so much? A lot of those people, I wouldn't say most, but a significant minority of the top influencers on LinkedIn are actually just people in engagement pods that are basically faking interest in their posts. So they fake the first 50 comments, and then obviously that goes out to loads more people, and then they get the real interest. So that is the end of my short video here. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to this channel. You're going to get a whole bunch more stuff on LinkedIn. I'm going to break down LinkedIn bots to death. I'm going to break down LinkedIn ads to death. I'm going to compare things against each other. Just you wait. Hope to see you on another video. Give it a like, give it a subscription, give it a share, all that groovy stuff. See you for the next video. Take care. Cheers. Hey there, brainy marketers. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you found it useful, do us a favor and like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video on all of your social media channels. So go ahead and do all those things, and we'll see you for the next video. Cheers.